Hello everybody, welcome back to Sheena's Perfect Bite. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple shrimp tempura California roll. You can get creative with whatever ingredients you like, but this is how I like to make it. I'm here by myself today. My husband took the kids out to a cool nature hiking area so I can get some work done today. So I'm going to just make myself lunch, which how nice. So I'm going to start with 1.5 cups of Calrose rice. I'm going to show you how to make the rice first, and then we'll prep all the other ingredients. And I'm not going to use anything fancy. I don't have a bamboo roller to use today. I'm going to use super simple ingredients. So this is just something to satisfy that sushi craving, especially during COVID where it's not as easy to go out and get it. I'm addicted, so I like to make it at home when I'm having that craving. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So Calrose rice, it's a short grain rice because you want it super starchy. You want it sticky. That's kind of what sushi rice is. And the word sushi actually is referring to the rice, not the whole roll. So that's what we're going to show you right now. I have 1.5 cups. I would say probably do 1 cup to 1.5 per person that you're making the sushi for, and that will get you probably 2 really big, good size rolls. I'm going to try 1.5 cups and see how much that gets me. So Calrose rice, short grain rice, make sure you wash it really well. And I'm just going to cook it in the Instant Pot. Okay, 1.5 cups of rice, 1.5 cups of water. That little black piece of rice in there. All right. Then you put on your lid. Put it to sealing. And then this is a smaller one. This says pressure cook, or you can push manual. And you want to set it to 5 minutes. Okay. This is going to come to pressure. It's going to cook for 5 minutes. Then when it's finished, you want to let it natural release for 10 minutes. At the 10-minute mark, you flip this little lever here and it'll go to steaming and it'll vent out all of the air, and then you open the lid and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, everybody, welcome back. The rice is finished cooking, so I'm going to show you how to now season the rice, because sushi rice has a seasoning on it. It's not just plain rice. So in probably most Asian markets, I couldn't find any at my local grocery stores. They might have something called sushi seasoning, and it's going to be like a glass bottle, kind of maybe in like the vinegar section or the rice vinegar section. But I'm just going to make my own sushi seasoning, which is vinegar, sugar, and salt. So I started with just some regular rice vinegar, 1/3 cup for what I'm making here. So you can, double this or whatever, depending on how many cups of rice that you're making. So I'm going to try 1/3 cup of vinegar with 1 teaspoon of salt. And let's do 1 teaspoon of sugar first. I don't really like mine super sweet. And I just warmed up the vinegar in the microwave for about 45 seconds. You can do this on the stove as well. But you just want to get it dissolved. Almost dissolved. Yeah, see, I think that's sweet enough. So 1/3 cup of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Then I'm going to take my rice. I'm going to pour this over the rice. This is what it looks like all cooked. You're just going to pour this over the hot rice. It's going to seem kind of liquidy, but the rice is going to cool down. It's going to soak up all of this seasoning. And this is why you make the rice first, because you want it to cool down. So we're going to prep all of the other ingredients as this is cooling down. So plan ahead for lunch. Maybe start your rice in the morning. See, just, ow, that's hot. Stirring it up, okay? And then what I like to do to get it to cool down is I just get a baking tray with some parchment paper. And I just dump the rice out onto it. This way you're gonna have your rice in a single layer and it can cool down much faster. There's been times where I've used paper plates and I fan the rice to get it to cool down. But this is what you wanna do. You just kinda wanna spread it out, get it into a single layer so that it can cool down, soak up all of that seasoning. Very good. I'm just gonna put this off to the side and then get the other ingredients to prep for the sushi. Okay, everybody, we are back. Now we're gonna talk ingredients for your sushi. Today, I am going to use avocado, cucumber, shrimp tempura, and imitation crab. Now, the crab, let's talk about first. It comes in little packages like this. This is a flaked one. They also come in sticks. And you don't have to chop it up. You can just break it up and put it on your sushi how it is, or just leave the stick whole, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to do it kind of the more traditional California roll way and mix it with a little bit of mayo. Okay. The shrimp tempura I got at my store like this. You bake it in the oven. You can make shrimp tempura yourself, but this is the easy version of this. So I just got it in the frozen section at your store. Most stores should have it. And then just follow the directions on the box for how to make it. And that's what I have here. Okay, and then you're gonna need your nori sheets. They're big nori sheets. Now I think sushi restaurants use ones that are in half. So one full sheet is almost gonna be like 2 sushi rolls at a restaurant. At least for the California rolls, I'm pretty sure they use a half sheet. So I'll show you what to do with that next. Another thing that I've tried, just because I didn't really feel like doing the whole roll and slicing it and all of that, is I got the little seaweed snacks. You can find them pretty much anywhere. And I just had all of my ingredients out and I just like piled it onto the seaweed snack and dipped it and ate it. That's a cool little trick too. So let's talk about other toppings or other ingredients. The possibilities are really endless. If you wanted to make this vegan or vegetarian, then don't do the shrimp, don't do the crab. You can just do all veggies. You can stick up some carrots. I like steamed asparagus. It's really good. I love radish sprouts because they're kind of spicy and they give it that little extra bite. You normally see those in like a California hand roll rather than a cut roll, but you can add that if you like. You can add any type of vegetable that you like. If you have access to sushi grade fish, then do that as well. Just get creative. This is the way I'm making it today, but you really can make it any way that you want. And it's really delicious. So let's get the crab first. So what I did is I took the flake crab and I just chopped it up. You can chop it kind of like this, right? You just want it really small, okay? Do whatever you have to do to chop it up super small. Okay, then I'm gonna add it to my bowl. This is probably a lot of crab for just me, but my kids will eat the leftovers later. All right. Now it's probably better if you can get Japanese mayo. But with COVID, I'm trying not to go to so many stores. So I'm just gonna use a regular mayo today. And it's really not that much. You don't want it too mayo-y. You just kind of want a little touch of mayo. Kind of what's gonna hold it together. It's not gonna fall apart in the roll. Just So that was what, maybe a tablespoon or so. Okay. So it's kind of just stuck together now. All right, let's get that out of the way. And then the avocado, you take the pit out, and then you can just slice it like this in the peel, or you can cut it in half, take it out of the peel. I'm gonna make a mess, but I just do it this way. It's pretty easy. You can just scoop it out, get a little crab on there, no big deal. And that's it. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a trick with the nori. Let me get my board cleaned off. Okay, let's put the crab up over here. Now for the nori, you're gonna see a shiny side and then a more rough side, okay? I like to put the rice on the rough side. Now, if I were to try and make the sushi roll right now, this is gonna crack and break. So we kind of need to make it a little more pliable. And the way we do that is kind of just brush it over some fire or warm it up a little bit. So if you have a gas stove, this works good. With an electric stove, you could still do the same thing. You're just gonna lightly put it over the fire. Let's see if you can see from there. Just like this. Ooh. Not too long, not too hot. You don't wanna burn it. You're just making it a little more flexible, okay? So rough side up. And let's bring our rice over. Now again, this rice is super sticky. So you're gonna want a little bowl of water that you can dip your fingers into, or your whole hands really, to get your rice, okay? The rice is cooled down now. So you're gonna wanna get a pretty good handful of rice, okay? About that much, maybe, we'll see. And you're gonna spread it out on the sushi roll, or on the nori sheet. You're gonna get it all the way to the edges. And if you wanna make this more healthy, then use brown rice too. You can absolutely do a brown rice sushi. You can do a quinoa sushi. You could leave out the rice totally and just make, you know, big veggie rolls or whatever you like. Okay, and then you're gonna wanna leave about a 1-inch strip at the bottom there, if you can see that, okay? Rinse off your hands. All right, now this is kind of how I like to do it. I really like a lot of cucumber. So you put it in the center here. Hope you can see that well enough. Okay, you're just gonna make a line kind of in the center of the sushi, and then we're gonna fold it up over it, okay? So I'm making 2 rolls. Let's do that much cucumber. Then do a couple scoops. You're gonna just kind of build this on itself. Couple scoops of crab. And you really want to try and get as much of it to the ends as possible, because then you're gonna, if you don't, you're gonna end up with this end piece that's like mostly nori sheet and not as much of anything else. Have some towels by too, because your hands are gonna get messy. All right, then let's do some avocado. Kind of right in front there. Okay. And then probably just 2 shrimp tempura pieces kind of fit good right across like that. Okay. Now, normally you would have like one of those bamboo rollers I'm sure you've seen before, where it kind of helps you roll it up over and tighten it as you roll it. I'm not going to use one of those today because the whole point of this is to show you that you can do it without all that stuff. So hold your shrimp tempura or your ingredients right here on top and tightly pull it up over. And then you're just going to hold and roll, and you're going to kind of want to push it down tight. And then towards the end, you're going to get a little bit of water and put it on that little strip of nori that you left open. That's going to kind of be the glue. And you just roll and squeeze, roll and squeeze. Okay, squeeze it down together. And then you really do want a sharp knife for this. And then you probably want a towel to wipe the knife even, maybe in between slices if it gets messy. Okay, so I like to cut it in the middle first and then cut my slices, okay? So right down the middle. And if you don't want to do the rolls, eat it like a sushi burrito. Why not, right? So that's what it looks like in the center there. Okay, so now you have your 2 pieces. Now you're gonna cut your little smaller rolls. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls that are full. And then, like I said, your last piece is gonna kind of be dinky a little bit, unless you get all of your ingredients all the way to the end, like perfectly. Okay. So there's that. Let's cut this other roll. Again, you're gonna want a sharp knife, maybe wipe it in between. That's gonna give you the cleanest cut. One more, I think we got it. Okay. Then, oh, almost stepped on my cat. All right, so then you put your sushi on the plate. Now I'll make another roll for myself in a little bit, but I'm gonna show you how to serve it up. So get your plate, get your little bowl. I like soy sauce, of course. This is a gluten-free tamari, but whatever soy sauce, low sodium that you like. Okay. And then I always ask for ponzu if I'm doing like a California type roll in the restaurant, and you can find it at your store. It's ponzu. It's kind of like a citrusy, light soy sauce type flavor. And you really only need a tiny bit of it. You can do it on the side by itself, or lately I've just been mixing a little bit in there. And then get yourself some of the pickled ginger or wasabi. I didn't go that crazy today. I just wanted this to be quick and easy. Then, woo, sorry kitty. Then get your chopsticks, get your little cut roll, dip. Oh my goodness. Yes, this absolutely satisfies that craving. It's really easy to do. It seems like a lot of steps, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. So, subscribe to my channel. Please try and make this. Let me know in the comments if you tried it and how it turned out for you. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.